Hey everybody, it's your girl, Nothing's Impossible 77, straight out of Brooklyn. And I'm just passing through really quickly. I always say that, and sometimes my videos are like 10 minutes, but it's a habit, I guess. But I'm just passing through to update you guys on a few things. It's so funny because earlier today, I had a conversation with somebody that I met here on the tubes, and it's a sister girlfriend, and she's a weight loss surgery sister. And she had asked me something about a 6-month waiting period, and I was like, no, I don't have no 6-month waiting period. I was like, I don't even know what she's talking. I was like, no. She was like, oh, she's from New York too. She's like, oh, you don't have to wait 6 months. I was like, no. Well, honey child, if you're watching this video, girl, I stand so corrected. So let me keep going. I don't know why I got off track. So I had a medical appointment today. Now, most of you know that ever since last May, when I had the first heart procedure, I stopped working. And I have not worked since May. And it's been really rough, guys. It's been really rough. It's been rough on me. It's been rough on my loved ones. Well, I'm going to be honest. It hasn't been as rough on my loved ones as it has been on me. Because, you feel bad when people love you so much and they care about you so much and they do for you. But you want to be able to do for yourself. And there's things that I'm waiting for. And everybody knows. But they still show me love and they show me support. And meanwhile, I'm waiting for my doctors to fill out forms that I need and stuff like that. So, long story short, me and my doctor, after all this time, we got into it major today, honey. We was going at it, honey. Me and him I started crying. My home care attendant was like, are you okay? Because she goes with me to my doctor's appointments. I'm like, me and him had it out. And he was like, well, you don't have to come back. I was like, I don't need to come back. I mean, we was getting ghetto, honey. Because he's frustrated, I found out later on, because his brother died, and the day after his brother died, his father died. See, you never know what somebody's going through. I told him about my mother's heart attack, and he told me about his brother and his father. And we both started crying. It's like, come on. I mean, you never know what somebody's going through. For all the judgmental people out there that don't know your situation and want to be all up in your business and want to think they know so much about you, they want to hate on your situation. Would you believe some people even want to laugh at your situation? You may be saying you would never do that, but they got some. You don't see Criminal Minds, you don't watch Criminal Minds and Law and Order. They got some wicked people out there. Where you think they get all them Criminal Minds shows from and all them Law and Order shows from? They get them from actual files. They just change the name to protect the folks that are involved. They got some wicked people out there, y'all. People that just hate for no reason. And you got to bring yourself to a place where you don't listen to those naysayers. I shared about my mother. He shared about his family, his father and his brother. And we made up, But while I was at the appointment, you may wonder, what does that have to do with my sister girlfriend telling me about the 6-month period? Well, now it'll make sense. While I was there, the bariatric department for the hospital called me. And they were like, have you been going to the doctor every month? And I'm like, well, I did miss a month because my mom had a heart attack and, that took priority. And they were like, well, you know what? You got to start all over again. You have to go every month for 6 months. And I said, oh, snap. That's what she was talking about. Sister girl, if you're watching this, yeah, you spoke it into existence. You spoke reality into existence. Because, honey, does that make sense? You spoke reality into all right, whatever. But you get what I'm saying. So, my approximate weight loss surgery date is in October. Yeah. So, what day in October, I don't know. But it would have been June, guys. Because I started in January. Oh, man, I didn't know. And I think she was even telling me that her surgery had to be moved up because she wasn't in, she kept on missing appointments for different reasons in her life. And I now understand exactly where she's coming from. Anywho, So that was my day. You ever cry until your eyes burn? You feel tired in your eyes. That's what happened to me today, y'all. But sometimes crying is good. When the doctor and I was going at it, his assistant, which is his right-hand person, I guess it's a resident or whatever, he pulled me to the side, and I was going to change my doctor. I was going to leave. I was very not thinking clearly. And he got me a cup of water, and he sat me in his office, and he was like, listen, don't leave. Whatever you need, whatever forms you need, we'll fill them out. Because I get frustrated, month after month, this form I need, that form I need. And, even though the people that love me and care about me have not complained, not one time. When I say not complained, there's certain things that I have to meet. There's certain requirements I have to meet, and they are there for me. I have such good people in my life, y'all. And sometimes I don't appreciate them the way I should. But it will always take something to happen on the outside to make you realize what you have on the inside. Do you get it, what I'm saying? I know I'm digressing from the story with the assistant, but I'm going to tell you. I'm going to finish it. So he pulled me in the office. He got me a cup of water. I was crying. I was upset. He talked to me, and he got everything right. And me and my doctor made up, long story short. And before I left, he said, he called me by my surname. We'll say Miss Nothing's Impossible 77. And I said, yeah. He said, do you know why I did that for you today? I did it for you because you always come in here with a great disposition. You're always happy. You're always positive. You help the patients. You're informative. If there's anything that you can help them with information, you always help them. And this is the first time since I've been here in a year and a half that I've seen you like this. And I just wanted to help you. And he did. He helped me. And then I cried again because that really touched me. But I just want to say, guys, you never know what somebody's going through. You never know what they're feeling. You never know what they're going through. And even though no matter where you go, you're going to have haters and you're going to have naysayers, because God knows Jesus had them. Come on, let's think back to those days. There's people that was eating with him and drinking with him and seeing him perform miracles. And this is not a religious debate. This is my belief. You have your belief. I'm just telling you about my belief. Let's not get caught up in what I believe. Let's just get caught up in the message that I'm giving you. They were eating with him one day. They were drinking with him another day. And then at one other point, they were yelling, crucify him. The moral of that story is the same people that sit and eat and drink with you and make merry with you and show you love will be the same people that turn around and stab you in your back and try to kill you. It don't get no more simple than that. And sometimes it could be people of your own household. Sometimes it could be people that you grew up with. Sometimes it could be your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, your friend, your cousin, your co-worker, your lover, your ex. Wicked for no reason. But don't get caught up in that. You stay focused. You stay focused on what you're doing. You stay with blinders on, and don't let them get to you. Because if you let them get to you, they win. You continue to be nice. You continue to be kind. You continue to be loving. You continue to appreciate the folks around you. And let the haters hate, because haters gonna hate. It is what it is. And another thing, if you're getting mad, but you're just not letting them see you get mad, they still won. You have to completely brush that dirt off your shoulder. Don't let them get to you, and don't let them see you sweat. And that's what I have to say today. And I hope my computer ain't acting up, because if it is, I'm posting it anyway. Peace and love, guys. So it looks like it's going to be October, but we'll keep in touch until then. I love you guys. Peace. Love. Later.